guys, what's up?
Hi.
This is incredible.
Love this hat. Look at this.
I know, it was a gift.
This New York City specific hat, I love it.
It is. I try to have a new one every show.
I love it. You're gonna need a hat stand.
Right.
Let's put it on my dog. There we go.
That's perfect. So I have a couple things I want to talk to you about, and then obviously we're gonna have some awesome fan questions. But like I was saying, it's been a couple of years since we saw each other.
It has.
Yeah. So I know you've been doing some incredible world travels. You've obviously been making music. You've been doing all this stuff. But what are some of the just like major experiences you've had since 2019? Basically, the last time we saw each other.
I think the album is probably the biggest one, and everything that went into it, making it was the biggest. I can hear my dad's voice. Hi, buddy. I think making the album was probably the biggest learning experience. It's just growing up, really. I'm 19 now.
He's 19.
A lot of growth to be had from 16 to 19. I'd like to think that I'm a better person now, so yeah, just a lot of stuff happened.
That was like so deep, and you're wearing this hat right now, and you like delivered that so seriously and so heartfelt. I love it.
Does it fit my head?
Yeah.
Does it make my head look big?
No, it's good.
I say yes.
I feel like it was a yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, from this perspective, I've kind of at an awkward angle, but I mean, it looks.
Okay.
It looks good.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
It looks good.
It looks good. Okay. Yeah, so you've kind of been on this whirlwind little tour just for the album release. So you obviously were in Canada, and you were in Los Angeles, now you're in New York. What is like the one thing you do when you're in a new city? What I know you don't always have a lot of time, but like do you try to like go to a restaurant or like go see something? What do you like to do?
I like to talk to people is probably the biggest thing. A lot of times I'm really not great at walking, and I don't have much patience for it. I like driving, so I always look out the window when we're driving. It's another thing. Hate walking though. My mom, however, always finds a way for us to walk somewhere. It's usually about a 45-minute walk, which is, I mean, it's usually beautiful.
I feel like
not my favorite.
I feel like have you tried like scooters? Like have you seen like the electric?
Those scare me, I think, a little bit. And they're so expensive. I can't get behind that.
I will not see you zooming down the street on a scooter. Okay.
I used to be, before I had a car, I was a big scooter guy. I was. You know the little birds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved birds. That was a phase now, so I'm past that. But I do love chatting with people, and I feel like that is, if you can't go on a full tour, that's a great way to get to know the city or the country, or just the culture in general, and kind of get a little sneak peek.
For sure. I mean, speaking of like touring, what songs from this new album are you excited to perform live and have people experience for the first time?
I think Till I Met You is probably the one that I'm most excited.
I love that
see a lot
song.
about it. I wasn't expecting so many people to like that song, which I keep saying that, and I really hope it doesn't, I hope the
It's
people
so
that I wrote it
good.
with aren't watching this.
Angry, I like
That's
it.
not how I mean it. I just thought it was gonna be like a little weird for people, a little out of the realm of what I usually do, but people seem to like it, so it's a good jumping tempo. In the studio, I was jumping to the chorus, making sure. So I'm excited for that one.
I love it. You're like, is it a bop? Bop check.
Bop check.
Okay, bop check. Speaking of bops, I also love the Benny collaboration on this
Thank you.
album. It's so cool. How did that come together? Like, how did you know about her? Were you a fan? Like, how did it?
Well, I mean, I think TikTok is kind of that's how
Yeah.
I've been. Like, Super Lonely was a massive hit. So that song I always really liked. The music video was cool for that one. She had a few other really big ones. And I've just kind of been a fan since then, just like watching, like the stuff she's putting out, and the collab I think was Darian's idea. We were just kind of floating the idea to people like on our team, and like brainstorming, coming up with names, and Ben are also very cool, and that was crazy that it happened because she was in Toronto for like 2 days for a show. And I know when I'm on tour, the last thing that I want to do is film a music video. They're really fun to film, of course, but it takes a lot out of you, and she had to do a full show the next day. So that was super cool of her, and it turned out great.
Yeah, she's so good. It's like such an international collab because you're Canada and she's New Zealand, and it's like a meeting of the minds.
Commonwealth friends.
Love it. I guess.
Well, New York, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, Montreal, I know there's somebody from Montreal here. I don't know yet. There you are. Montreal was one of the best shows I've ever played. Mexico City was one of the best shows I've ever played. Boston is always a great city. Boston is always great, so that would be a good place as well. I want to go to new places. South America would be really cool, and then Asia was really cool as well. And they were super goofy, like they were goofy monsters, like kind of like the Cookie Monster, but like weird and really big. And I remember I wasn't scared at first, and then I got so scared. But I remember that one.
It's extremely detailed.
I think I'd have to think about that because there's a lot of there's a lot to be excited about, and like without sounding weird, I'm not like giving back just like by like showing up whatever, but I think just being able to make somebody happy that's done so much for me is makes me happy. Probably that.
Do you get nervous like when you're talking to us?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I tend to say really dumb shit sometimes, accidentally.
I get nervous too.
And,
it's okay.
Yeah. So, things happen, and So I get nervous.
Do you get nervous?
If you have not met her in the future, would you be willing to give to help with the helping and putting smiles on people's face and with healing around the world?
Hey. Well, around the world, we worked with UNICEF in the past, and I really love UNICEF, especially because you can go on their website and choose specifically what you want to donate. Like you can choose a certain amount of money. You can donate a 10 or. I think it's just this is gonna be depressing. Sorry. It's just what I was going through at the time, and I feel like sad things are a lot easier to write about, at least for me. I find it really, really tough to write happy songs. And I'm okay. I'm good. I'm doing well.
I don't know, man.
But I don't know. I just find them easier to write about. But bad things happen, and it's fun to decompress, I think. Okay, one more. Who wants it?